This program contains mature themes.
Hello there, I'm Kyle McLeod and welcome to Media Watch Newcastle. We'll get ready to rev up in excitement because the supercars are coming back to Newcastle in 2023. But we'll start the show off with this man, Jordan Miller, jailed for 20 years for brutally killing his teenage girlfriend while in a drug-induced psychosis right near Maitland. And where was that in?
It was near Maitland in the Hunter Valley where she was murdered. The now 22-year-old Miller was convicted of murder for strangling 16-year-old Emerald Wardale at a home in Medford in 2020, telling police after his arrest he believed she was a demon and that either he or she had to die.
No, she was not a demon. She was a beautiful teenage girl in her community fighting for love until that backstabbing moron ended her life by murdering her. Moving on to the supercars, and we are all getting ready to start our engines as we get close for round one, as all of us Novocastrians are all excited. As well as getting ready for the Newcastle 500, the Newcastle Herald released this.
Supercars' return to the streets of Newcastle has been confirmed, with Heritage New South Wales giving it the green light to race in the city in March next year. The March 10 to 12 season opening event will be the first time that Newcastle has hosted the race since 2019. Supercars Chief Executive Shane Howard and Newcastle Lord Mayor Nuatali Nelms were both delighted to secure the race's return.
Absolutely. I cannot wait to go. Vroom, vroom. And finally, the Knights NRLW side. Celebrations continue after the victory over the Eels in the grand final. It all started when the Knights arrived home with the NRLW trophy on Sunday night after being crowned major premiers. Also, it was time to go to Newcastle City Hall for celebration, as well as the Newcastle chant. And then I saw this.
Paul Harrigan knows the feeling, and 25 years on he wants from the club's inaugural NRLW premiership to not only provide hope but also help galvanise the Newcastle Knights. Harrigan, more affectionately known by his nickname Chief, was the first Knights captain to hold aloft a first-grade grand final trophy on grand final day back in 1997 when the men's team upset favourites Manly, and like many others across the Hunter, the inspirational leader was tuned in to watch the 2022 decider and saw Knights women's skipper Millie Boyle somewhat follow in those famed red and blue footsteps. Newcastle's NRLW squad, who have since received the keys to the city, beat Parramatta 32-12 on Sunday.
They certainly did. And the Chief said this in the Newcastle Herald.
Ultimately, when something like that happens, it gives hope to everyone in the club and the community, not just the kids coming through on the pathway and girls seeing they can play in the big time and sleep in their own bed in the area, but it also harmonises the club, galvanizes everyone. It was a pretty big moment and just what we needed. In the men's competition, it has been a largely lean period for the Knights, last making a title showdown in 2001.
Of course, this year is the year of the Knights women. And that's about it from us. Good night.
If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic, physical and family violence, you can call 1800 RESPECT on 1-800-737-732.